Can we finish here? Quickly, before I lose my lunch.
Here they come.
Well, if you insist. On your left, dear.
Isang sabo.
Left. Left. Ah! Everybody all right?
You asked for it. find another way across? We'll get them next time, dear.
Until the land pushes back.
How is this our fault? We've lived here for centuries.
The mountain screams. The distant island wails, and you know nothing of it. And you say you are children of this land.
Okay,
Stay back, creatures of flesh and fur and bone. You follow one another into the snare.
Abaddon's hammer. Did Gabriel send you? You've got to get us out of here. It's the Vota. Gabriel sent us to repair the old aqueducts, but there's a bigger problem. Something's fouled the source. Marius, is that you? Can you talk some sense into anyone here?
Sorry, Raluca. You knew the answer to that before you asked.
Do you understand so little? You awoke an ancient presence with your digging and delving. It waits in the ruins, among the bones of the dead. The land fights back against it, curdling the water. You see it. You sense it. The rot of death never left this place. The land feels. It remembers. Like a tree choked with vines, it seeps poison to defend itself from the aggressor. The interloper.
We feel a presence. It rises like bile in our throat. We fear it.
But burrowing worms clog the ears of these fools. I warn them, and they hear nothing. What is this madness? You bear the mark of this land in the ridges of your flesh and the rings of your soul. Surely you must know better. Very well. Your insight would be helpful. Still that foul presence and let the waters flow sweet and clear once more. Clear the old one's water roads to slake this parched land. Do this, and I shall release these vermin to scurry back to their nest.
The water is filthy. You'll catch your death if you dip in that. Get off me!
Watch yourself.
We've got company!
Something lurks here.
Stop. That sound. It's drowning my thoughts.
A rat scrabbling in the dust, crawling back to the same ruined trash heap.
No. We know this voice. This presence. Sneering at us through our prison bars.
I culled your rot from this land before. I will do it again. I am Wodika, the Oathbinder, goddess of order, vengeance, and law. We rarely speak directly to mortals, but desperate times require intervention. Too long has this land languished in chaos. Bandits, fugitives, and outcasts squabble in their crude fortresses. This land needs order, purpose. The Order of the Gods. The Order, which has governed lives for millennia. You are an Idiran, a nation where law and authority brought peace between the warring folk and elves. It is steadfast. Your people understand how to tame what is wild. How to build empire from rubble. Adir is not the living land's enemy. It is the fraud whose madness would lay waste to paradise.
Stop it! Stop her! Silence her! She feeds you poisoned fruit!
Do you think this place was always so gray? With its barren slopes and acid sea? Your parasite is to blame. It has destroyed this place before. These hills were once lush, and the people.
She lies. Falsehoods like fangs. She was not there. She did not see.
Why else would the usurper so quickly deny its deeds? Is it a plea of innocence, or admission of its guilt? past. It roils this instant beneath your very feet. Whose poison flows through this water? Who spoils its own lifeblood?
Creatures did this. They crawled through our bones. They picked at our flesh.
The Magfolk fulfilled a need. What is the purpose of this?
So small, so fragile. We did not mean to. We could not understand.
Are you alright, love? You lost focus there.
Every time that happens, it feels like you might not come back. You're talking to Wodaka now? When did that happen? Don't take this the wrong way, but I think it's possible the Oathbinder knows something we mortals don't.
There's nothing else to learn here. Can we go to the garden now? Please.
Workshop. Might have what we're looking for.
Take him down.
Well, if you insist. This will hurt! Upward, walk your left!
Try not to breathe too deeply.
Surprisingly, that is the water. Now we need to unblock the aqueduct.
You have restored the waters. I was right to trust you. Truly, the spirit of the land lives in you. A seed carried in the wind.
Carried where? We feel the tranquility of this place, but whose roots drink its waters?
I release these kith to return to their burrows. May they leave this enclave in peace. Clear the tangle of growth choking the Ancient One's waterways, and the kith may gather it freely. So long as they leave this sanctuary free of their influence, so that new life may take root.
You can't be serious. You expect us to walk away from the best source of fresh water in the Tusks?
If the godlike clears the old growth from the waterways, then a portion will flow out. You may gather it where the waterway ends, away from here. No, they are an invasive species. Their presence is a disruption. They do not tend. They only take, consume, devour. In nature, all things are in balance. But these kith are interlopers. Their hunger would crush the delicate growth here. They must gather what they can and leave this place in peace.
Avowed, godlike, in private? That talking tree expects us to just walk away from the best source of clean water in the Tusks. So that what? A few more moss patches can grow? In centuries? Maybe. I'm worried about the here and now. We can't risk losing access to fresh water again. I know you've done a lot for us already, but I'd like to ask one more thing. Shh. But yes. Look, we need to set up a guard post here. Eventually we want to build out the aqueduct system. There's no way she'll let us do that. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't like this, but it's our best chance for survival. More than you know. Thank you.
Thank you again for restoring this land, godlike.
Earth and raw.
Look out!
Here we go.
roots blocking the water flow. Left. That's fresh water right there, on its way to Solace.
Arms up!
You asked for it! Watch your right!
Oh, it burns!
Thank you. If there's one thing we need to survive out here, it's fresh water. You've given us a fighting chance.
After all this time, finally returning home. How you doing, Marius?
I'm holding on. Got pretty intense back there.
Takes a lot of strength to go back to face something like that.
Thanks. Didn't feel like strength at the time.
You faced something horrible and didn't go catatonic. That's strength. No matter what it feels like, dear.
I'm not the only one here who has sad parent stories. Giada's folks turned into plants.
Everyone is haunted by something. It just hurts when that something is family.
Right. I'm fine. Let's just leave it there. Envoy. I thought I'd feel different after dealing with Razvan. Somehow more at peace. There was this threat I didn't even know I was afraid of, and now it's gone. So why doesn't it all feel better now? The man in that cave was not the horrible thing I imagined all this time. No one has been hunting me. No one was after me. Been dealing with this all my life. Someone starts acting strange, then clearly something terrible's about to happen. My people were in a cult. They believed what Razvan said. They died because he asked them to. But he wasn't behind every corner. He was stuck in a cave, babbling in mushrooms. Seems to be. Yes. I appreciate what you've done to help me. I won't forget it. Thank you for finding that amulet. It's such a small thing, but it helps. Yes. Good ones, even. My father singing to me. My mother smiling and carrying me on her back. There was a sense of purpose, I think. They all left Solace for a reason. They trusted Razvan. People began to act strange. My parents weren't around as much. Everyone started paying all their attention to Razvan. We all know what happened next. It tells me that there were good times before. Now that we've dealt with Razvan, maybe things can be good again. I just wanted to thank you, Envoy. That's all. Anyway. What do you want to talk about? This place was named after Galawain, but I always thought Magrin held more sway here. Lava, high temperatures, and a giant Bleste volcano in the middle of the region tell me the goddess of fire had something to do with it. Even Solace has the good sense to send a prayer or two Magrin's way. Hard not to when your home is surrounded by Magrin's fury, but sure, give Galawain the glory. Maybe that's why Magrin's so Bleste angry all the time. Nothing I can think of, no. You know as much as I do at this point. Let's see. First rule in Galawain's tusks is to be grateful for every breath. The air itself is poisonous here, if you breathe enough of it. Don't overexert yourself, and keep your heartbeat slow. A wet cloth over your mouth and nose will help. Remember that this place wants to kill you at all times. Act like your every step is putting you in danger. And make sure to clear your eyes, ears, and nose every now and then. Ash builds up faster than you'd expect. Right, changing the subject. Thanks for talking.
Many animancers believe that nature is there to be measured, controlled, subverted. Well, I've been contemplating that assumption. Quite a bit, in fact. Unfortunately, we killed a Delimgan, a guardian of nature, and for what? So Solace could plunder its habitat. Rationalize it however you want. I can't anymore. I've spent my life trying to dominate nature, to overcome the limitations of our existence for the good of everyone, just like my mother. But what if animancers coexisted with the natural world, supporting instead of exploiting? With a little encouragement, it could be possible. Killing a Delimgan is not what I'd call a good start, but that's no reason to give up. From now on, let's be on our best behavior. Nature is watching. Thanks for talking.
Well, seems there is more to our dwarven friend than we thought. Than even he thought. And to know that monster is still out there. That he could do that all over again. It's sickening. What gave that away? Yes, well, he was definitely a sad little man, but he was still a murderer. I'm sure his victims, Marius' family and friends, weren't fully healthy when they were killed either. Either way, at least that part of Marius' life is done and dusted. The next time we find a cult like this, let's stop it before they get to the death part, shall we? Well, that's all I have to say on the matter, I suppose. Unless there's something else you wish to discuss? How can I help, darling? Tired already, Envoy? Well, I'll see you in the morning.
Envoy? Been thinking about Amalia a bit. You convinced her to stay in the Tusks. Not what I would have done, but at least it's resolved. Solace's traditions exist for a reason. It's just not always a good reason. I don't know, but... What? No, gods. You've been talking to Yatsley again, haven't you? I swear, everyone's so worried about people finding romance. Maybe it's not everyone's top priority, you know? Several. And I'd thank you for not doing it again. Envoy, what do you need? If I must.
Who are you, spirit? Go away. I know you're not real. I'll stop you if I must.
The trap cuts. The fox cries at the pain of the hare. The justice of the wild.
The plague's corrupted the rest of us. The steel corrode. Our minds broken. I won't let it take me. I'll keep my sanity. You're not real. You can't be. No, go away, spirit.
Hey look, it's Captain Alfear. Time has not been kind to her, has it?
Is that my name? Alfear? I've been wondering. What is it me I'm frightened of? Or her? My soul is mine. Mine, it will not be despoiled. What was that prayer Lureen taught us to banish the visions? Fearsome Modica, by your withering gaze, I bind this tricksome devil. Oh gods, it's still there. I see the canopy of a tree inside your soul. No! Stop looking at me. I don't want to see it.
I don't think she can be helped.
The ruiner, the rival, the seed of the poisonous tree. She said... She commanded me. The closer she draws us to the wood, the worse the visions become. Leaves and chains, roots and rot. When I close my eyes and when I wake, they never go away. Make them go away. The Queen receives petitioners from atop her burning throne. The Queen and she.
Has Kostya already spoken with her?
They are grubs in the dirt, wriggling things. Nothing to her but feed for the journey to the wood. None shall pass, she said. None but she and the queen that was and always will be. Wodica, bind you, villain!
I'm eager to meet her.
Be ready. Lava can be really off-putting if you're not used to it.
Show yourself! Stop right there!
Watch yourself!
Get off me!
Saka sub-steel corrode slaughtered them and left them to rot. I say we paid them in...
It's the end, boys!
Oh, big mistake!
Make the Inquisitor proud.
Around!
On your left, dear!
What was that?
Yes, you roots it.
You shouldn't be here.
I think I sprained my shoulder. The steel garrote left all this behind without packing up. He must have left in a hurry.
These are Pargrunen books. Just beautiful. And wasted on the steel garrote.
They circled Solace Keep on the map. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
That wouldn't explain their need for books about the garden. No, there must be another reason. I know research when I see it, and this looks like they're preparing to defend their dissertation. They're trying to find something. It's almost like they think the garden is in Solace Keep somewhere. Which is insane, of course. You'd need powerful magic to hide something like that, and I don't think Solace has any spare archmages running around.
I suppose it's possible the path to the garden is under the keep. If she murdered someone, we would have heard about it by now.
Someone had to tell them.
Doesn't matter. A steel garrote getting to the garden cannot be a good thing.
Finally!
About blessed day time.
Trespasser! She defiles our ground! Murderer! She is near!
You will go no further. The garden is under our protection.
And who is going to stop me? The time has come to take the garden.
Wardens will never...
Yesterday, this island suffered in the grip of its own madness. Today, the living lands unites under one flag. One people. One law. One true God.
No! Never again!
Invaders in the garden!
Arms down.
Let's talk! So here you are. Sapadal coaxed you toward the garden, a spider luring a fly to the safety of the web.
Who spins? Who rides? She weaves a trap of steel.
Look at my paladin's envoy. Look what your god has done to us. I should have realized it sooner. The Dream Scourge is Sapadal's weapon. A cudgel to drive us out of the living lands. The evidence is right in front of us. What a pair we make, Envoy. Proxies in a war between gods. Your patron versus my faith. A war that ends here and now. The choice is ours. Do we trust our own judgment, or do we gamble it all on the monster whispering in your ear? Keep your promise to the Emperor. Cut the Dream Scourge off at the root. Permanently.
No!
No matter where we turn, we find the consequences of Sapadal. Plague, blight, madness. The Living Lands hangs by a thread because mortals cannot live in the shadow of a god, much less one that's lost its mind.
We were fine living at the whim of a sleeping god until you came along and woke it up.
Well, this god was quite pleasant up until your steel garrote came in and started setting things on fire.
You and I alone can save the Living Lands by destroying the unending madness that is Sapadal.
You're asking me what to do about the god living in your head? I don't know, but killing a god sounds like a really bad idea.
I don't know your god all that well, but I know that Ludwig attacked Fjord without provocation. I'm in no hurry to trust her opinion.
Our time is short. Choose.
She lies. She poisons.
Are you sure that's the right decision?
Must we? There are still so many unanswered questions.
It's not every day that a godlike vanquishes their creator. Tell me, when the time comes, will you hesitate? Or will it be swift? That is what concerns me. Are you confident in your own strength? Do you imagine that Sapadal has no hold over you? I will judge that for myself, and judge harshly, starting with your conduct in Dawnshore.
Oh, sounds like Ludwig's prepared a list. Brace yourself.
Your killer escaped punishment. A sign of weakness that crippled our efforts in the city. What of Emerald Stair? You were wise not to interfere with Fjord Messiverno. Wiser, perhaps blind. It makes no difference. The Steel Garrote cleansed the city of governance, history, and animancy gone awry. Our paths crossed again in Shatterscarp. You destroyed the ruins of Naku Kubel, saved the settlement, hobbled the Dream Scourge. When caught between impossible choices, you trusted logic. For that, you have my respect. After weighing your conduct, I have reached a decision. Your actions condemn you. I can feel the influence of Sapadal in your every move.
A false game. She strikes.
Can she read our thoughts? Asking for a friend.
I will be the one to kill Sapadal, starting with their godlike. What a shame to destroy so much potential. Your dedication is fierce. Even the burned queen must admire it from afar. Nevertheless, we cannot set you loose on the garden. Not when Sapadal has dug their claws into you. Prepare yourself for the beyond.
Let's go. Invaders in the garden!
Take that! That'll teach the Steel Garrote to mess with us.
Right. I don't trust that woman to die like a normal person. The garden lit up and everyone changed. I hate to say it, but maybe Ludwig is right about Sapadal and the Dream Scourge. I really need to lie down. Just for a minute.
Vipers in the knot. The venom drowns us. Save us, please! They stand outside our prison. We rattle the bars, they do not hear! We scream! They do not answer. Truth! Truth! We are in agony! They come, a surging flood of parasites. They destroy us bite by bite. We do not wish this, not again. They eat us alive! Out! Let us out! Set us free! They eat through us, carve us open, no difference. New steel treads upon the ashes of the old. The light stands in the midst, the old light. It blinds us. Send it away! It hurts. It has always hurt this way. And our pain spreads, and the rot spreads. The plague grows. No. We see now. The mycelial roots tended with our blood and tears. We wanted to be patience and strength, but we were afraid. They hurt us and would not stop. We did not mean to. We were innocent. We were never taught the meaning of our strength. We were nothing once, and then we were. As we woke to the world, we reached out and we found them, the other gods. We thought they would love us, but they flinched from us like we were a flame. The charred queen called us an abomination. We tore chasms in the land and boiled its rivers to stop her magfolk, to save our people. How could we have known how fragile their bodies were? She hurt us, killed those who loved us. She wanted us gone, forgotten, destroyed utterly. She called us aberration. She named us monster. before we even knew what we were. Yet she made it our sin. She who caged us. She who called us monster. We thrash and the affliction rises. We scream and the rot spreads. We did not intend to lie. Can the river not wash and drown? Can poison not cure the disease? They hurt us. We hurt them back. We hurt them again, again, again. We dreamed of green shoots, roses without thorns to prick. The vines of the past strangle us. Help us. We are alone. We cause it, but it is not our way. We will make this better. We promise. Help us. Release us. Then the rot ends. Bare the throat. This time will be different. We promise. Free us. All will be well. We give you another sliver of our power, a piece of us. Do you accept? The parasites who trapped us left a door in the garden's wall. Reach it, and you can set us free. Let us aid you once more. We grant you our power. Find the wall of the valley across the acid sea. It cups our prison in its palm. It waits. We wait. Free us. End our suffering.
Get it together, Longbow.
Hurry in the brush! Invaders in the